So you want to enter the Mille Monti, but you have no idea what it's all about, how to enter a car, how to make it legit, and maybe have a few questions? Watch this video to get a feel for the process and to get some answers to the most frequent questions, and maybe also learn a few tricks to improve your performance. So here we are in the shed. We have a nice green Cisalpina Rivetto, which I will be entering. I will show you how to get this one legit, and then afterwards off screen I will optimize it to enter it into the challenge, of course. But let's take a look first at the material that we have. First of all, please read the challenge description on the automation forums. This is the main source of information. This is what counts. Reading helps, reading gives you additional information. So please read this, watch the video, get into the mood for the challenge and take a look at the route. The route consists of 8 legs, which are all in the Mille Monti track pack. Download this and put it into your tracks folder. This is in C, users, your name, app data, local, automation game, saved, user data, tracks. If the tracks folder is not existing, create it. And then you put the zip file in there, extract it here, and then you get 8 folders. And it has to look like this. The 8 folders need to be directly in tracks, not in subfolder. And then these 8 folders are available in the automation test track screen. Excellent, first part done. You're making progress. Let's take a look at the trophies. Maybe decide which car you want to build. Do you want to go for a smaller car, a bigger car? Competition in the bigger classes is pretty intense. Maybe you go for something else. If you're not as experienced, that's it. And then, most important part, the rules. The rules are there to get everybody onto the same playing field, so I will enforce them pretty harshly. Make sure to follow the rules. First of all, the game version should be stable, no beta. By going into your Steam library, right-click onto Automation Game, Properties and Betas, you can select None in the Betas list. That's how you make sure that the game is the right version and that we are all using the same game, and that stats don't change when I import your car. Excellent, another thing done. Then let's check our car model years. Everything should be 1950. For the engine family and the car model you can go lower than 1950, but I would advise just put everything to 1950. So let's do that for our example car. I see here, because I have imported my car from the campaign, that this one is not matching. I will just go to 1950 here. Then for the car trim, I can go to 1950 here. 50, 50, 50, 50. 4 50s. Excellent. This section is done. Then, naming scheme. This should be done like MM53 space dash space your name. Like this one. Okay. Then the car trim should be the name of your car. Okay. This is a special version, so I will call it differently. And then for engine, I don't care. Put in whatever you like, just don't offend me. Then also important, the car body year. The car body should be from between 1940 and 1956. You see the value here in the bottom left of the body icon. Mine is from 45, so it's fine. Just make sure you don't use too old of a body if you use certain mod bodies, for example, or too new of a body. The too new is not possible because you can adjust your tech pool accordingly. And the tech pool should be 5 everywhere except for body. Here, first field is body, I put a 6 in there, and the rest should be all 5s. Alright, 5s everywhere, 6 here, apply changes. Again, click here on this number next to the quality slider to any quality slider to open this screen. And by the way, we're in Sandbox, not in campaign. You build the car in Sandbox. Alright, another thing done, tech pools. Next important thing, tire quality, 0. I have 0 tire quality here. This is an easy fail. If you improve your performance and oh, it's so much quicker when I use more quality on the tires, then please check it in the end that it's 0. Next one, tire type, cross-ply. The road tires, no cross-ply race. Okay, I use cross-ply, not radial, not cross-ply race. I'm safe. I can choose sports compound here, that's fine. I can also use tech pool for that, that's fine. It's available, I can choose it. Now the one done. No use of tire diameter slider in advanced trim settings to obfuscate running tiny tires. Yeah, some people ran very tiny tires because tiny is light and light is fast, and then blew up the tires with this tire diameter slider to make them look bigger and score better in the visuals department. This slider is fixed to 0. If you want to run tiny tires, you have to show it. So both front tire size diameter and rear tire size diameter are fixed at 0. Alright. And then suspension toe is limited to values between -1 and +1 for both front and rear axle. This is important, this is a trick. There is currently some G-sync possible. There are advantages if you choose -1 for front and +1 for the rear. This will make your car turn very well. I go to the extremes here, -1, 1, and the performance will increase if it's not oversteering. So let's choose a different suspension type in the rear. No solid axle will help. And then, so if you go back to 0, for example, you see the major difference it makes. You can gain a lot of cornering potential, and the tracks are so twisty that you really should do this. Alright, another section done. Wheelbase. Depending on your engine capacity, your wheelbase has to be larger than these values. I'm in 1100, I can check that. Here in the engine variant, 1.099 is 1100, and it's 2.2 meters, and it must be at least 1.9, so it's fine. And this value which is displayed here counts. It's not the value which is here in detailed stats or design. Wheelbase 2.2. Okay, in this case it's the same. There are some bodies where it could say 2.16 and would display as 2.2. The value as displayed here in the body selection is the one that counts. Okay, another one done. Then tire width for the 1.1 liter class, 145s. So I go here. I'm totally safe. I can decrease my diameter and have to choose 145. Alright, that's that. And then basically you decide if you want to build sports or touring car, and depending on that there's different regulations. Sports car, touring car. So for the sports car we may not choose monocoque. So ladder is not monocoque. No steel panels. Aluminium panels is not steel. Fuel type 98 RON. 98 RON is fine. For touring it's just 92. And seats, 2 full front seats. More seats is permitted. More seats is heavier. You want to be light because light is fast. So here I have 2 full front seats. I didn't choose +2 because those are not full seats. I choose 2. For touring cars it's 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. And for touring 850 class you may choose the +2 in the rear. Okay, that's this section done. And then the last one, normalized desirability, 80% or more in at least one of the demographics. Please do not change active countries to calculate the demographic score. Maybe let's first take a look at this. So here, please make sure that you don't hit any of these buttons because they will change the demographics drastically. Just have all 5 activated. Then we must score 80 or higher in sports or sports budget. That's how you read these values in parentheses. GT, track or track budget, light sport or light sport budget. For touring it is family, family sport, family budget, city, city budget, commuter, commuter budget, fun, fun budget. So we have to take a look at these and get to this score. But first we have to set the budget, the sales price in the market tab to the value that's for us. So 1100 cc, 13,000, and I go to the markets tab and enter my 13k here. And then if you take a look, you see that we are good in track premium, but track premium is not one of the demographics, also light sport premium not. We need to take a look here, and they say failing safety standard. So it's very likely that safety standards might be failed. So you have to increase your safety to above 12 probably to get up in the rating. So now light sports is at 305%, so we're safe. Just to be sure, in the end you also have to make sure that the price is correct. This might change if you choose different parts. So I will change it again, and still we're doing well. Alright, so here the normalized desirability value is the one you're looking at. And then last one to check is actual approximate cost, not the sales price. Also needs to be lower than the cost displayed here. So let's take a look here. Detailed stats, approximate cost I have below 10,000. So I have a lot of room to add more stuff, to add more quality, to make my car go fast. Just make sure in the end to always check again your market price. Okay, and that's it. That's as easy as it is. You have a legit car, and then either you can directly submit it, but I would advise first to take a look at a spreadsheet. So here I have my Monti calculator, and this will help you drastically to improve your car and to make sure that you enter a legit car. To use it, you have to make your own copy. Click on File, make a copy, and then you have the rights to do whatever you like. So here, all the white fields, these are the ones you have to edit. So my car is in the sports category, so I put an S, 1099cc. I rate my car, maybe it will get in the design voting a 7.5. This will impact your time penalties as well. So it's not only for the design award, it will also impact your performance a little bit. I will come back to that later. And then you have to enter values for your car reliability, car drivability, and car comfort. So where do you find those? You find them in detailed stats. So drivability is 51. I add that here. Reliability is 55.1. And comfort is 19.3. Okay, this is correct. Then the next 8 values you need is the test track time on the 8 stages. Let's go to the testing tab. Let's choose one of our legs. This is leg 1. And then you let it run, and once it's running you can click on pause again to get the time immediately, and this one is 78.07 seconds. And then you can enter this here. Okay, then your result here will update. And then you do this for all of the other stages, and you get here your predicted result. This is completely transparent and fixed, with the one exception that you don't know how the others will rate your car design. And the car design will go into your reliability time loss and drivability time loss. The idea behind this is that people along the road will help you repair your car or get your car out of the ditch if they really like it, if they think it's beautiful. If it's ugly, they will just let it lie there. You have to fix it yourself, you have to pull it out yourself. So you can mitigate, if you're not as good in engineering, you can mitigate that by having better design skills. Also, if you're very good at engineering, your design doesn't matter because you won't have problems. The drivers will be able to drive the car if you're above 55 drivability, I guess, and you won't have any reliability problems if you're above 60. The only thing that's not influenced by your visuals is the comfort. There will be no comfort time loss because it's very smooth sailing and relaxed driving above 20, but there will be comfort time loss below that. And the longer the race goes, the bigger this time loss will be. So the biggest loss is probably on the last leg. Okay, so this is what you want to optimize, what you want to minimize. And another thing, a little helper, is the self-scrutineering part of this sheet. This is there to help you make sure that you build a legit car. By listing all of the requirements again, and by making you actually enter your values, so just to make sure that you really read what's necessary. So in the end, when you're really done tinkering with your car, not before that, not before you, if you touch one slider again, please go through all the rules again, just to make sure that your car is legit. There will be zero tolerance because it would be unfair to let a car slip through which does not meet the rules. It would be unfair towards everybody else who took the time to make sure the cars are built to the rules. And best would be here to always really check it in-game if you really met the requirement. So the game version was stable. We read about the naming convention and have followed it. Our model year is 1950, trim year is 1950, engine family year is 1950, engine variant year is 1950. Body tech pool is 5, all other car tech pool is 5, all other engine tech pool is 5. Car body year is 1945. I didn't choose a mod body, I didn't choose a meme body, okay. I didn't use the tire diameter slider in advanced trim settings. I have no car livery. I have no sponsor decals. I used leather frame. I have aluminium panels. I have 0 aero fixtures. I have 98 RON. I have 2.2 meter wheelbase. I have 145s as tires. I use cross ply. I used no tire quality. I have 2 full seats in the front. I have -1 toe in the front. I have 1 in the rear. My approximate cost, let me check again, is 9,920. That's fine. My sales price in market tab. Let's check again. This one changes if I change other things. 13,000. And my desirability score is here, not in the premium segments, here 305. Everything is green. This is all you can do to make sure your car is legit. And then it will be legit. I can just suggest to use this sheet. You don't have to do it, but it really helps. So let's go back to the challenge description. Okay, we have done this. Here again, what's really important for your performance is this, bit of inspiration, and then how to participate. There is a form requesting your inputs, and this is all you have to do to enter the challenge. Please make sure you meet the deadline. Please make sure you're finished with your car and will not optimize it after you send your entry. Once it's sent, you have no chance anymore to modify your car. If it's not legit, you will be disqualified. If you find some magic and are 2 hours faster, you will have to run with your slow car you have already submitted. You have still more than 2 weeks of time to work on your car. Use the time if you want to use it. Only submit now when you don't have time anymore. I already have 25 cars in my inbox and the first regrets, oh damn, I forgot something. Bad luck, I cannot close it now because I would have to have everybody else resubmit their car as well. Sorry about that. I think I made it clear here that there is no chance for resubmission. It was there, you could read it. If you didn't read it, I'm sorry. Alright, so let's take a look at this form here. Okay, very nice. This is our form we have to enter. I already pre-filled this. So here you enter first your nickname, you enter your car name. Actually, I have a mistake in there. This is the name. Then the class you want to enter. I think it's clear from the choices you made, but still you should make your decision here. And then you enter your values directly from the spreadsheet. So here, best would be to check again in game, because these values here need to be correct. Comfort 19.3, reliability 55.1. Okay, and then here you add your car file. So you can click here, then you can upload a file here. How do you do that? You go here to the last summary screen, you click on Save Car File and open the folder. When you have opened the folder, you see here, nice, this is the car file, and now you can just drag it in there. Excellent, then it's there. And the last thing you have to do is enter your lag times. So here we have times we have noted down here. And you do that for all of the lags. Basically, yeah, do that. And then a few questions. Did you properly check if your car meets the technical requirements? No is not a good option because you will be disqualified. Yes. Did you properly check if your car meets the demographics requirements? No is not a good option because you risk to be disqualified. Yes, we have checked that. 300 something. Did you double check all answers? No is not a good option. Yes, I double checked everything here to make sure I got the right values. You are responsible for your time control sheet. If I find an error there, you're disqualified. Do you swear on the Holy Pipe God that you answered all questions, especially the track times, honestly? No is not a good option because you risk to be disqualified. Yes. And then the last part is not as important, so just a bit of feedback for myself. How much fun was building a car for this challenge? It was, of course, the best thing I did in my life. Even though I hate myself already for hosting this and because I will get dozens or maybe hundreds of entries. Were the rules easily understandable? For me, yes, because I made them. Was the provided spreadsheet helpful? Yes, it was very easy to use it and I love spreadsheets. And how much time did you use to build a car for this challenge? I just needed 15 minutes right now because it was very quick. And then one final thing, you have to agree that I can use your car and pictures of it in videos I will upload on YouTube. And I will also share images of your car with other people to vote on the design, of course. The videos might be monetized at some point. Currently they are not, because I'm not monetized yet, because I was too lazy to do that. But this may change. I want to make you aware of that. I think there's not a big problem. This won't earn me anything that would compensate me for the amount of time I'm putting into this. Alright, so when you're done, you click on Send. Please think again before you do that. Am I done, finished working on my car, or will I try to optimize it further? If the answer is I will optimize it, don't click on Send. If you're not sure if all of the answers above are correct, don't click on send and check again. If you're done, click on send and you're done. I will ask you later to participate in the design voting, but basically you're in the challenge by then. And that's all you need to do, and it's not that hard from my point of view. So I hope most of you will get it and will submit a legit car. It hurts myself when I have to disqualify somebody because I know how much time went into this, and also the disqualifications actually take me more time than working with cars which are legit. So please make sure that you submit a legit car. And please also make sure to have fun while doing this. Don't be too hard if you're slower than the veterans. Success doesn't come today or tomorrow. You have to work with automation to understand all of the principles and all of the G's. So have fun. I hope you liked the challenge, and see you soon after the deadline to take a look at all the pretty cars, to judge them in the design rating, and then take a look at the actual results of the 1953 Mille Monti. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.